Hello everyone, Dawn Wharton-Young, aka the Diverse Leaders Coach here. Today I would like to test your general knowledge when it comes to gender equality progress. So the question that I have for you is, what happened on December the 27th, 2022 that has a direct effect on potential and current senior female leaders in the finance sector? If you don't know, it's not surprising as I haven't seen reams being spoken about it. But on the 27th of December 2022, the European Union enforced Directive number 2381/2022. So why is 2381/2022 important? So this directive requires that by June the 30th, 2026, all large listed companies in the EU regulated areas will have to put in place evidence steps to increase the number of women in their leadership. So I can hear you saying, if this is an EU directive, how does it help me in the UK? Well, in two ways. So firstly, although the UK are no longer part of the EU, if the listed company that you work for has its headquarters or even a branch in the EU, they are still responsible for implementing these rules. Secondly, we know that copycat syndrome exists, right? So that's where organisations will look across the fence at similar companies to them and follow good practice in regards to things like social justice and equality and diversity. So, the directive gave this rationale behind the EU's decision to increase female representation. And I quote, "It improves corporate governance as team performance and the quality of decision-making processes are enhanced by a more diverse and more collective mindset, absorbing a broader range of perspectives." And that's from recital 16 of the directive. Emphasis is also placed, and again I quote, on the effort to eliminate the gender pay gap by intensifying efforts to address all barriers to women's participation in the labour market. And we agree with them, right? We know that studies have shown that diverse teams make better decisions. Having more women at the top levels of companies means tapping into a wider talent pool, which can lead to increased innovation, better risk management, and improved financial performance. So it's not just about fairness, it's about smart business. So what are the specifics of this directive? The specificity is one, did I say that word right? The specificity, yes, is one of the reasons why I love these new rules. There's no wiggling out room. So as by 2026, the following two choices apply to businesses. They must either have had at least 40% of their non-executive board roles allocated to women, or two, businesses must have at least 33% of both non-exec and exec board roles together allocated to women. And even if an organisation chooses the first option of the 40% non-exec, they must still show what measures they are putting in place to increase representation of women across all board positions. Great, right? Something that I think we've kind of been waiting for. Now, these may not apply to you at the moment, perhaps because your employment is in a different industry, it's not EU based, but as I said with these things, usually, eventually, others adopt good practice. And we are not going to stop talking about gender equality being good practice. So let's talk about what you, as a woman in a finance or other organisation, can do to prepare themselves for these open doors to board leadership roles. So many of you know that my background is people management, and I worked for many years at a senior level, advising organisations on their senior recruitment. So I know what works and what sets up individuals to take advantage of promotional opportunities that come their way, particularly at C-suite and board level. So here are 3 things that, if you aren't engaging in doing already, are imperative for your future success. Step 1, I wonder if anybody knows what I'm going to say. Build your network. Connect with other women in your industry, seek out mentors, and build relationships with influential people within and outside of your organisation. These connections can provide you with support, guidance, and increased opportunities for career advancement. Always remember that it's about who you know. Step 2, invest in your skills and your knowledge. Whether you've done a degree before, a master's, whatever it is, take advantage of training programs, seek out leadership development opportunities, and stay informed about industry trends. The more that you invest in yourself, the more prepared you'll be to take on senior leadership roles. And step 3, be visible and vocal. Don't be afraid to share your ideas, take on high visibility projects, and advocate for yourself. Showcasing your expertise and leadership potential can help you to stand out and to position yourself for advancement. Thanks for watching, and next week I will be pulling out the big guns, introducing you to some of the heavy hitting Black and brown women executives who have some priceless gems to drop about how you too can push forward in your senior leadership journeys. So please don't miss that next week's video, next week's newsletter. So remember that gender diversity isn't just a checkbox, it's a game changer for companies. And for all the women out there aspiring to senior leadership, keep building your skills, keep building your network, keep building your visibility. If there are aspects of doing those 3 things that you are unsure of or you need guidance on, please book a complimentary call with me using the link that you should see down below. Remember that your seat at the table is waiting. See you next week.